Hi, Noodles. How are you?
I'm good, Carlos. Good to see you.
No, good to see you. I'm a big fan of the band. I'm a big fan of punk in general. I'm 36 years old, so I was like in the peak of the
All
time,
right.
early 2000s. So I'm a big fan. It's a great honor to speak to you today.
Oh, thank you, man. It's my pleasure.
So, how do you feel about coming back to Peru? Do you have many good memories here?
Yeah. We've only been there a couple of times so
I
far,
know.
but it's a beautiful country, great food. And just passionate fans. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Cool. So you're gonna play some songs of your last album of Let the Bad Times Roll.
I'm not sure. I think so. We've been mixing in. It's so we have so many songs now. Going back
Yeah.
to Smash, anyways, that it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul to try to do old stuff, new stuff, a mix. We do change the set list from night to night, and mix it up. But
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I love playing the new stuff, but I really also love playing the old stuff. It's just a
Of
matter of
course.
how much time do we have,
As long as you want here.
Okay, yeah. Tell the promoter that.
Okay. So I was reading a little bit because I'm a big fan from the early 2000s, but I was reading in Wikipedia and else, and you're together since 1984. So it's a
Right.
very long time. I was born in 1987, so
Okay.
yeah. And I was thinking that I've had many other partners in comedy, in here, in the radio, in TV. So I'm an actor and that. But my relations, some last 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, you have more than 30 years together. How do you manage to keep going together, to be like a group? And are you friends of the stage, or you are just more like a group of work?
No, we're friends off stage as well. Yeah. In fact, Dexter and I are talking about going to see the eclipse together. There's
Oh,
going to be a solar eclipse in beginning of April, and beginning of April, beginning of May. I think April. And so we're talking about doing that together. We hung out in his garage drinking Saturday night. It was his daughter's birthday. We just hung out. Yeah, we're definitely friends. I think what keeps us together is we love making this music, and we're grateful. We're just grateful to be able to do it every day. We're grateful to be, sometimes traveling can be a little bit of rough. It'll wear you down traveling, but you get to play a show every night. You get to see the world. You gotta be grateful for all of that. And then
yeah,
Dexter,
sure.
both, you know, all the guys,
That's so cool.
from
That's
Jonah
so
and
cool
Todd and
to know
Brandon.
you're so blessed, right?
What's that?
That it's so cool to know that you are blessed because you like what you do. Yeah, you live doing that, and that's a blessing that not many can do it.
Absolutely. And all five of us in the band feel that way, with Todd on bass now. Jonah's like the fifth guy that plays a little bit of everything. Brandon on drums. We get together and we play music and we're just smiling. It's so great. It just feels so good.
Cool. So when I was a teenager, I was watching MTV, The Good Times, right? And of course, you were there. Blink was there. Green Day
Yeah.
was there. Sum 41. So many others. It was so great time for punk rock in our heads. Do you hang out with those bands also? Do you have a relationship with them? Keep going. Have a WhatsApp group?
A little bit. Sum 41 we're really tight with. I keep in touch with those guys. We're at least texting. Those guys are some of the coolest guys, and we've just connected, with them over the years. Since the time we took them out, opening up for us was around 2000, and that I think they were still a baby band. They were in a van at that time, and everything was new to them, And then we've watched them just get bigger and better. Their new record is amazing. The first single off it, Landmines, is a huge hit. They're playing it all kinds here, and it sounds great on the radio. So I'm stoked for them. I hope Derek changes his mind and they can keep going for a little while. But
you
we'll
are
see.
you are like You are like the Chris Rock for comedians. The Offspring is for punk rock, for those time of bands.
All right, I'll take that. That's high praise. Thank you.
Yeah, because it was a great age. And what do you think about the music today? Because of course we know now punk rock is not like in the peak, but you always have fans. You always have people that love you, that love the band, that love the music. But do you think how do you say younger people also connect with punk rock, or not that much today?
I still think there's some punk rock fans for sure. My son is among them. But he loves punk rock. He also loves hip hop. He loves a lot of different kind of music. There's still, I go to shows quite a bit, and there's still punk rock happening out there. It's, there's always great bands coming up.
Of course. Yeah. There's room for everybody, right?
Absolutely.
There's always fans for every type of music. Just that, today the like reggaeton and Latin music is like in the peak, right? It's in the top. And well, I'm not a great fan of that music. I'm more.
I don't listen to a lot of that, but it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it, And that's the thing with pop music. It always kind of, there's the ebbs and flows. Sometimes rock will be picking up, and then sometimes pop will be picking up, and it just kind of does this little dance. It's always kind of, it's like waves. It all comes in waves.
Exactly. I'm waiting for the next rock wave.
I want a tsunami. I want a punk rock tsunami, right? Come on.
Sure. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. So
wipe
much.
It all out and start over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. That's terrible. Tsunamis have done some. Yeah, I have Japanese friends who they don't like hearing about tsunamis.
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Have you ever heard about a band from Peru that it's called the Psychos?
Oh, Los Psychos, for sure. Yeah, we covered. What is the train station song?
Yeah. Yeah.
So great.
Good, right?
So great.
You know the myth. You know the myth that they created punk?
I've heard that. Yeah. They definitely were playing punk rock before anyone knew what punk rock was, for sure.
Really? Before the Ramones?
Los Psychos are before the Ramones. Yeah, they were 60s.
Wow.
Yeah.
That could be one thing that we could be so
Peru.
So proud of.
Peru invented punk rock. Who would have thought? Right? You didn't know that.
I think it's a myth, but it's good to have it in our hearts.
For sure. Yeah.
So I don't take you much time. It's been great talking to you, to know you, and I'll be here in the concert, of course. I'll be with
Awesome.
You, listening and jumping and having a great time.
It's going to be a great show. We're all very excited to be heading back down there.